What's going on, guys? It's your boy PS239 River Boy, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm gonna go over the market and I'm gonna talk about what I think is going on and what do I see. And pretty much what I see is I think we are like very close to the bottom, relatively close. Now, I honestly don't think we're going to 30,000 or 45,000 like a bunch of other people claim. Maybe we will retouch 60,000, maybe touch 58,000. You also got to think, guys, if you guys watch these videos, remember I tell you guys all the time, Bitcoin likes to repeat in cycles. And a few years ago, 69,000 is the all-time high of a few years ago. So the all-time high, and I know you guys have heard me tell you this before, resistance becomes support and support becomes resistance. So if 66 is resistance, like all of these levels are resistance, in the future, like for our upper levels, like back then they were resistance for us. Now this is support, because all of the people who started buying Bitcoin and forced this candle to move up was buying all their Bitcoin at 66,000, and now are being forced to decide, should I now sell my Bitcoin at a break-even price, or should I sell it, or should I wait for it to fall even further? But what's happening, instead of it even falling even further, or those people getting scared of selling their Bitcoin at a break-even price, they just decide to buy more Bitcoin. And that's what's given us all of these small little slight pumps. And some major taxes, like tax changes to crypto, had just happened this year, which I'm actually a little nervous, because I already filed my taxes before they did these changes, and my taxes were approved, and I was already like, I paid all of my taxes and everything for the year of 2025. And like, as soon as I got my W-2 on January 17th, I filed my taxes January 18th. Like, I ain't playing no games. I know exactly how much money I lost and how much money I gained. And I just know that if it's a short-term capital gain, I have to give them about 38% of every dollar that I make. And if it's a long-term capital gain, it's about 12%. In some states, long-term capital gains is 0%, but in my state, long-term capital gain is 12%. So if I hold something longer than a year, I have to give them 12% on the money I make if I sell that. So I don't have to give them anything if I don't sell it. So that's a good reason why I keep a lot of my Bitcoin that I buy inside my cold wallet, because once I buy it and send it there, I'm not selling it, and they can't tax it if I don't sell it. So that's why everybody should have a cold wallet, because if you don't want to get taxed, you just send it to the cold wallet. Like, or if you don't want, you want to have some Bitcoin for the very, very long term, and I'm talking about, I'm not going to use this Bitcoin till at least the millions, if it ever gets there. But if it doesn't, I'm just going to be stacking my Bitcoin forever then. But I honestly believe that we're at a really good chart we're at a really good point in the chart. So this app won't let me do triangles, but I watched a video on one of my good people that I watch, who says that this is it. We're very close to the bottom. The way he can put a line, and it basically tells you where the bottom is. And he did his line all the way from when Bitcoin was underneath a penny all the way to now, and this is to the bottom of every bull market. And it says the bottom was roughly around 56,000, guys. That is the bottom of the bull belt, that of the bear market, and that's what his chart said, and that's pretty much, and it was pretty much, it lined up with all of the like bear markets of ever, like Bitcoin ever had, and it lined up perfectly. And sometimes it went a little bit under it or a little bit over it, but never underneath the line. So that kind of made me think that his line was skating around 54,000, 56,000, but we did hit, it was like 58,000. So maybe that was the bottom, guys. Maybe it was, and we're gonna hold really good support here at 66,000 to, what is this? These are month charts now. So I honestly think from 70,000 to 62,000 is probably a good support. And if we do break below, I would watch out for like 59 and 58,000. But I don't think we'll go any below that, because you got to think, there's a company out there, MicroStrategy, who's been buying billions of dollars of Bitcoin since 100, or like, they've been buying it all down here, right? Yeah. They bought it all down here. Yeah. Yeah, and then it keeps going up. Yeah, that's good. But then I specifically remember them buying it up here, and 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 up here. Like, you know, I'm talking about MicroStrategy. Like, I have stake in this company, so I listen to them. So I remember them buying over here at 120, and then them buying again at 110, and then them buying again at 105, and then them buying again. It was like at 96, and then they just recently bought more at like 76. So like, they're just buying and the price is falling. They have a long-term gain, a long-term plan for this Bitcoin. So if we don't even look at, like, what we want to look at, the chart on this long term is $1 million, right? So 100,000 divided by a million is 10. So if they're buying money, or they're buying Bitcoin now, and they're not expecting to sell their Bitcoin till $1 million per Bitcoin, they don't care about a little 10% drop on their Bitcoin when they're expecting it to 10x. So, like, that's why I was saying, you gotta think, you gotta be smart. They're making us FOMO out while they strategically buy in. Like, they're buying in, and then yeah, they're losing capital. But you also got to think, the way they did taxes this year, they changed taxes. That's why I said I'm a little bit worried, because I think I did my taxes wrong, because they changed taxes this year. They changed the way it is completely. So before, now all you had to do was just tell them how much money you made, and give them their cut, and that was it. Now it's fucking complicated as shit. There's like 10 different forms for, well, it's called a 1099 DA, and before they didn't have like the whole 1099 DA. You would basically, it would be like an others box, and you would basically put like, and Pinex makes it real easy. Pinex tells you exactly what price you bought your coin for, and then what price you sold it for, and then it tells you how much realized profit you have, unrealized profit you have, and then it tells you exactly how much total, like, flow. Like, in that, when I saw that number, that was kind of crazy, because it basically tells you how much money that your account has interacted with. That does not mean that's how much money you have made. And that shit was so big because it's a bot account. I was like, what the fuck? No way. I thought I was gonna, like, I thought I was doing something wrong, but it's just the way it is. It gets a little scary, and I know a lot of people are worried about this tax thing. And from what I've learned, this is the reason why this is the reason why Bitcoin is down right now, because one of these new tax laws is actually really good. Where, like, say I bought a bunch of my Bitcoin, which I did. I bought a bunch of my Bitcoin up here because these are 1 month charts. Bitcoin was at in the 120, 107 to 126 range for a whole month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And during that whole entire time, I'm buying Bitcoin every single week. So right now I have most of that Bitcoin in my cold wallet, and then some of that Bitcoin I probably sent to go mining or other degen projects to try to make money with it. But I could now sell that Bitcoin at a loss and then buy it right back and realize that loss to get a tax write-off. And that is exactly what happened for a lot of big major institutions. That new law kicked in effect. It was a few weeks ago, and that's why once that law kicked in effect, it was a silent law too. Like, it was, they're distracting us with all of these protests and all of these other things going on in the world. They're distracting us with all of this stuff so that they can push these silent laws like this, to where if you buy something and sell it at a loss, you can take that loss and have it get taken off your taxes. But you also can rebuy your assets with the same money and not have any taxes taken out on, or any taxes on it. So say you bought all of this Bitcoin at 126,000, right? That's 87%. And then you just sold a bunch of it at 100,000. You lost 26% of your money. So that's a big, you lost 26% of your dollar value, not your Bitcoin. You lost 26% of your dollar value. So you could use that dollar value on your taxes as a write-off. So then you wait, and then with the same money that you sold at 126, you can buy all your Bitcoin back at 60,000, and now you have twice as much Bitcoin as you did up there, and you have a 30% tax write-off on your Bitcoin for the whole entire year. So that's basically what this new taxes has done for us. And basically now it's going to actually change the entire game of how I play things and how I do things on the Pepe Vault, because now that means I need to do strategic sales of Pepe so that I can write off some of my gains from Pepe, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've doubled like $2,000 like 2 or 3 times to help me put a lot of money into this Pepe Vault app. Like, if I go back and show you guys the statements, you'll be like, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, because I've spent well over 8 grand on just that app. And that's why I keep telling you guys I need to find a better service than Replit, because they charge me out the fucking ass. But when I can easily double coins and shit like that, it kind of doesn't really matter to me when I make a lot of money. But now with these new taxes and shit, now it's a lot harder for me, because they're going to take more of my money, and I can't make the money how I usually make it. I have to do crazy ways to preserve money and try to save extra money, but keep my Pepe count. So it's kind of weird. And I'm not trying to get too crazy into the taxes thing, but it is something I wanted to explain to you guys, and that is the reason why we're tanking and we're not going below our support levels. So right now, guys, if you have anything, I would just buy, buy, buy. If we drop down some more, I'd buy some more. If we drop down even further, I'd buy some more, because I'd rather take a 12% tax on my Bitcoin rather than a 38% tax on my Bitcoin, because I bought it last week and then I sold it today and then bought it back again. Like I'd rather take less taxes on my Bitcoin than I would just overall. And I also have a multi-year plan for Bitcoin, not a day-to-day plan. So whatever happens on the day-to-day doesn't affect me, because as long as I have dry powder on the side and I can capitalize on opportunities, and that's why I like Coin Depot, guys. So if we fall even further than this, I'm just gonna borrow more more money from Coin Depot and buy more Pepe and buy more Bitcoin and send it back to Coin Depot, and then let it stake while I wait for the price to go back up, guys. Because you don't realize those losses until you actually sell. I didn't lose anything until I sold. But alright, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up in the next one. I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's stack this Bitcoin together.